Sorry, I had it.
Excuse me.
It's coming out my front. Something but a dick queef. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Mary.
I'm on the wrong side. And today we're going to talk about The Curse of La Llorona. This film stars Linda Cardellini, Roman Cristo, Janie Lynn Kinchin, and of course, Raymond Cruz from Breaking Bad, from Training Day.
It's about the Weeping Woman.
The Weeping Woman, which is...
an old legend you tell to your kids.
Which is, I guess, pretty prominent in Mexican, Latin American culture. And hence the family being in the front row when we walked in with the little kid!
Oh my god.
How old was that kid? 6? That kid shat his bed. I don't care.
He hasn't slept since.
Yeah, because he's dead. This film follows Anna, no Elsa, who is a caseworker, and she follows up on this case. These two kids that haven't been to school recently, and the mother is all distraught and all that stuff. They show up, her and a cop, at the residence, and the woman is all kinds of disheveled and messed up. She's fucked up. This film takes place in 1973. Los Angeles, the city of angels. So she finds the two boys trapped in the closet, no R. Kelly, and she lets them out after the woman tries frantically not to.
Yeah.
So they take the kids, put them in a home. Well, it looks like a hospital. It looks like a psychiatric hospital. Carlos wakes up and finds his brother Tomas wandering out the room and down the hall. So Carlos follows Tomas, and then Tomas is no mas.
If you know what the Curse of La Llorona is, then you know what this movie's about.
So this woman had her husband leave for a younger woman, and so when he returned, not to be with her, but to see the kids, she took the kids, drowned them, and then realized what she did, and
Drowned herself
in 6 inches deep of water. Let's talk about the good.
Let's do it.
This movie had some jump scares.
Oh yeah, and I admittedly jumped on some of them.
I don't mind jump scares. I thought this movie did a very good job of pacing out their jump scares. Because I could hear everybody in that theater saying, boom, trying to anticipate the jump scare, including this guy here a few times, but none worse than the people behind us, people in front of us, saying, trying to anticipate it. And then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, boom, she gets you. Another thing I liked is that when she goes into the bathroom, or goes into the bedroom, I don't remember which one it was, La Llorona's standing right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, she's there. I don't think anyone saw her.
I don't know if I saw her until after you pointed it out. The mom certainly did. I like that they threw in the Scooby-Doo reference on the TV. Because, you know, Velma plays the mom.
I thought this movie had some good appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were moments in this movie I was like, oh man, this is like very creepy. Like when he opens the car door and she's right there.
Oh yeah.
That's creepy. But what I don't understand about movies like this, the same thing with It. You have them. Why don't you just kill them?
I like how they did kind of the bleeding eyes of the Weeping Woman.
Let's talk about the bed. This movie, oh man, this movie was so blue. The filter they used on this movie, it was so blue.
Well,
Dabba dee
again,
dabba die. I could have used a little like daylight. It's like the kind of old school grainy film look that they have in certain movies, especially like Halloween. If you want to talk about horror movies, and this missed that. I think that's where The Conjuring succeeded. Which, speaking of The Conjuring, if you don't know, this film, two biggest cinematic universes here. It ain't DC and Marvel. It's clearly the Annabelle universe and Marvel, or Conjuring universe, whatever the hell they call it. Some of the acting was a little The dialogue was a little...
It was a little stale.
I needed more out of Raymond Cruz. Here he comes in with his non-religious science...
religious self.
My man here, as he's waving the sage over the person, and it looked like a fat Cheech and Chong Blunt. He says, oh, it is almost 420. These characters made the typical mistakes that they always make in these movies.
Oh, yeah.
They go back into the house, and kids do stupid things. And even at the end, like, they sealed up everything but left the back door wide open. Come on.
You spend all that time sealing all the doors and all the windows. You forget about the back door.
And why did they even get in that, like, little seance circle with all the candles lit around them?
And she just blew it right out.
She was like, happy birthday! Look, they had enough candles for her to celebrate the last 400 plus years. There's some questionable things, I thought. Like, even the end. They go into the attic. Why go into the attic? It's as creepy as the basement.
Did that kid even try to tie a knot with that rope?
I know. The two kids get up there at the end. And first off, she's Llorona, alright? She'd do whatever she wants. She's got to manually pull down the attic door. After she's, like, bouncing around the house like the aliens and Signs. The girl drowned, or evidently not drowned, in the pool. They didn't even have to give her the mouth-to-mouth.
Right?
At least
she just coughed it up whenever she got up.
She's like, it's like Sonic when he hits that bubble.
As soon as I knew she was after those kids, I'm like, oh, that's where she's going to drown them, is the pool. Of course they have a pool. But then she takes the girl, gets her in the pool, and I'm like, oh, he's about to christen that thing.
And in the end, they end up defeating La Llorona.
The stake, or not really a stake, but a cross.
A cross
made from the tree, the fire tree, where she died, or whatever.
How convenient that he had that.
How did he get all those seeds? Was he preparing to take on La Llorona?
And not for nothing. It really looked like he just took some crushed red pepper and sprinkled it. What if he was running low and was like, ooh. My final thought. This movie was your standard jump scare horror movie. I've seen it before. I didn't hate it.
Wasn't the worst movie this year.
It certainly wasn't the worst movie this year, Glass. It had some good jumps, I thought. Even I had a few little tender moments. Let's go to this movie 6.3 out of 10.
I enjoyed this movie. It wasn't the best horror movie I've ever seen. There was just something off about it. It still was enjoyable. It was worth seeing. I like that we went and saw it in theaters. I'd score this movie a 6.4.
Oh. If you like this video, hit that like. Hit that subscribe. We're in the middle of moving, so that's why we get the desk and that's it. Nothing else.
He's moving now.
I don't know where my head is. And we will check you out next time only on Rounds of the Night's Tale.